Hello and welcome. This is the second of 6 tutorials. This one is on equipment. The tutorials I have created are designed specifically for people with little or no recording experience. I have tried to keep the information as simple as I can, with very little technical reference. So let's begin. From our last tutorial, Getting Started, we have learned that the acoustic space or room will influence our recording. We have also learned that we can manipulate the environment with some simple methods. Now let's move on to the next topic and discuss recording equipment. If you want to record reasonable quality audio, you will need to buy some equipment. Lucky for you, prices of equipment are getting less and less expensive. Even though you could record with something as basic as a laptop and a cheap $10 microphone, somehow I think spending a relatively small amount of money will get you some good results. To put this in perspective, when I started recording, I spent around $9,000 getting started. It ended up costing me well over $50,000 in the end. Recording software was available, but you had to spend lots of money to get something that was stable and that recorded more than a handful of tracks. It also required the best in computer hardware in order to support it. So let's look at the situation today. You can spend less than $400, download some software, take some free tutorials online, and you will be in the same quality bracket as I was with my $9,000 investment. Good times indeed, but I digress. Here are some items you will need. Microphone or microphones if you are recording large instruments, for example a drum kit or a piano. Microphone stands. Cables. A basic mixer. Computer. And software. Let's break these down. We will start with the microphone. As you already may know, a microphone changes acoustic energy into electric energy. Basically, it changes sound into a format that can be stored, edited, manipulated, and reproduced at a later time. There are many different types of microphones, various constructions, and various prices. You can summarize microphones into 5 different categories. Dynamic microphones, condenser microphones, carbon microphones, ribbon microphones, and piezoelectric microphones. There is no real need at this stage to know how all of these work, or even what they are. I'm just making a point that there are several ways to change acoustic energy into electric energy, and they all give different results. So what should you buy? Well, this is going to be a big can of worms. There are as many opinions on this as there are microphones and ways to record with them. But in order to keep things simple, I recommend that you buy a condenser microphone, especially if you are going to buy just one. You can get something reasonable starting from as low as $100 or $50 if you are really struggling, but try to save up. The extra money does make a difference. You can even pick up well-known brands at the lower price spectrum. Audio-Technica, Shure, AKG, Rode, Beyerdynamic, and Blue, just to name a few. Naturally, you will need something to hold your microphone in place. There is a large selection of microphone stands available on the market. Try not to buy low-quality stands. Make sure that the screws and attachments on the stand lock well into place. Microphone cables. Again, these come in a large variety of lengths and types. The ones you are interested in are about 3 meters and have one male and one female XLR connection. These are used to connect the microphone directly into your mixer. This is the next item on the list. Basic mixers have come down greatly in price. You no longer need a bank loan to purchase one of these. You should be able to pick up a basic mixer for around $100. The things you should make sure your mixer has: at least 2 microphone inputs with preamplifiers or preamps, at least 2 stereo line inputs, EQ, pan, phantom power, and more than one output top. No matter what you are going to record, you will need something to record onto. Considering that you have most probably come across this tutorial whilst using a computer, it would be safe for me to assume that you already have one. The chances have it that you will either have a laptop or a desktop. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. Some of these will be more important than others. So here are the advantages of using one versus the other. Laptops, portable, and usually more quiet. Desktops, more powerful for the same money, and easier to upgrade if you need to. Software. Considering that I'm trying to do this on an extremely tight budget, let's look at the most popular free recording software available on the internet. Introducing Audacity. Audacity is free. Yes, free. It is a program available on the internet for download. This program is an open source program. It is constantly improved by people who tweak the program in order to make it better and more stable. The Audacity system requirements. Generally, Audacity works best on computers meeting more than the minimum requirements. Where Audacity is to be used for lengthy multi-track projects, we recommend using Windows 2000, XP or Vista. All the connections and setup will be covered in the next tutorial, Setting Up. If you really like this tutorial, perhaps you'd like to donate a few dollars. There is no obligation to do so, it's just a nice gesture. Just click the donate button. It's done through PayPal, so you know it's safe. This has been a brief introduction to home recording. Please view the other videos to continue your education. If you want to learn firsthand how to go about recording at home, or recording in general, I offer personal tuition in my studio. For further information, check out the great deals on our deals page.